Welcome in, everyone. Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free-to-play for the 18th of October. As usual, hope everyone's doing well. Today was a fine day, aside from a little... Why did I do that again? I clicked on it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Totally forgot. Did it again. Mad at myself. Today was fine, except for a little passive aggressiveness from my significant other, but otherwise was a pretty good day. My son had his Taekwondo belt ceremony, and we went to that, and that was fine. Where I decided to transition him into an upper, more advanced class, I should say, and wanted to talk to the teacher, but I went to find her, and she had like disappeared. I mean, I saw her, and then I went into the area where she was, where they were doing all the other demonstration, and I'm like, where'd she go? And she it was like she threw a, like she's sort of Batman. I threw a smoke grenade or something and disappeared, because I couldn't find her, because I wanted to, talk to her about, hey, what needs to happen now, and but didn't have the chance. So I guess I'm going to have to try to email the head of the school or somebody here momentarily to try to get some information. But we did that, and we just came home, and we pretty good day after we got home. We ate some food, ate some lunch, and me and my son went for a walk, and I talked to him. He was trying to get him to talk a little bit, open up. He brought this ball, and he was kicking it and hitting it, and he dang near ended up running into traffic, which is, perfect. That's exactly what you want when you're doing that. Not really, but it's what happened. And then we got home, and the baby's grandparents came to pick him up and take him for an outing for a little bit. And then I came up here, rendered some videos, and decompressed, and then I went back down when I smelled dinner, and we ate dinner, and it was just a pretty good night, all in all. Aside from the kids being the kids, which they always are, and they're just always at each other's throats, because that's the way brothers and sisters are. And so, it could have been better. It could have been worse, just like a lot of other things. But it was fine. For what it was. I think we're gonna work on Hera tonight. And we got 5. That's good. But day was pretty good. Can't complain. Hey, I actually won GAC last night. If you missed that, I did tack it on at the end of the video, at the very end of the video. So it's on yesterday's episode. So I did play it on stream. So if you're like trying to sort me and be like, blah blah blah, you didn't record it. Yeah, I did. It's at the end, and we actually fought, and we actually won. Instead of me just getting my little 10 and a loss. We actually did 3 fights and we won all of them. So if you want to see that, it's on the end of yesterday's episode. But, I don't know. The day was fine aside from my wife's passive aggressiveness, which is always the case. Tomorrow, typical Sunday type stuff, church, and then we'll eat out somewhere, and then we'll come back and get ready for the weekend and go for a walk tomorrow too. So not a lot happening, but everything's trending in the right direction right now. It's it's like everything else. It could be better, could be worse, but it's generally trending in the right direction, and I'm happy about that. Aside from this annoying cough that's still here, and most of the day was gone, and then I sit down in this seat and I can just kind of feeling my throat. My throat's tickling and all this, and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Hopefully everything will be fine. But we won't know until we get there. Anyway, appreciate all of you. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate all of you. God bless. Hold the line and remember that I have friends everywhere.